doesn't know about his best friend when he's posting this in with him.
It's not about the channel. It's the wall in his house, bruh. Mr. Beast definitely knew something was fishy.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Baba Booey. Where's Jet? No intro today. Heavy subject matter. The Shining and Dogpack exposed Mr. Beast leaking apparently thousands of messages from his work chats, and it ain't looking good.
I verified the legitimacy of these chats with multiple former employees, and let me tell you, they are absolutely insane.
Mr. Beast's situation is insane.
Ava was also accused of grooming a minor that she met through Mr. Beast.
The Lunchley situation really took away from Chris Tyson, but now we're finally back into the meat and potatoes of things.
And Mr. Beast even had a Shagman poster hanging up in his house in the living room, like as a centerpiece, and it remained in his house after Ava moved out. You can see it in this video.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he deleted this video and rubbed it off the internet. Even Chris Tyson was a certified user before it was even trending. Like, how depraved do you gotta be to put literal porn on your wall, let alone like depictions of children? You gotta be in the head.
So there's thousands of messages to sort through, so I've asked for some help.
Okay, so Rose not gonna know what a lot of this stuff is, like Garfield 4 art.
Like Rick Harrison, she called her Garfield war expert talk back here, bro.
No, that sounds like it's from the future.
It's like sexual chemicals. Porn that you watch where people are eating each other or something, or like illustrated. I don't know.
No, he definitely knows. Anyway, Ava Chris Tyson was having an apparent freak off in the Mr. Beast work chat, and
It's a fetish involving being eaten or eating someone.
me too, sister.
I want to say that John Smith in his chat logs is Mr. Beast. We've had this confirmed by multiple former employees.
Mr. Beast, boo, you suck. What about Rajwan Preet Singh? Now that's an alias.
I'll just show some messages to show that John Smith is Jimmy.
Dogpack then exposes some messages where this John Smith fella character is talking as if he is Mr. Beast, so I guess.
That didn't prove it. This sure should. It's John Smith linking Jimmy Donaldson's wiki feet and then saying, my feet are a 4.8 out of 5.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Mine are a 5 out of 5. Don't want to brag.
I don't know if this is the type of video you brag about your feet, but I digress. Mine are a 10 out of 10. I dropped a 45-pound plate on my foot. Here's where it gets a bit intense, though.
Actually, explicit photo of an alleged 13-year-old.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this isn't a work chat.
So Ava Tyson sends a photo of a young-looking girl in a sheer top.
Ivanka Trump when she was 13.
And the message reads, so this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13. Ava thought that this was...
Dogpack didn't mention this, but it seems like Ava Tyson is sort of against this, talking about how is this shit not being addressed. But on the other hand, he's also reverse searching for the image, even though it clearly depicts CP as he says himself. Chris Tyson is a genuine gooner retard, because who in the right mind would go out of their way to validate the image of CP? He's like StockX authenticating it. What the
possibly a 13-year-old who's posting it in a work chat. And I've done reverse image search, and I mean, it seems plausible that it is.
The image is what you think it is. Why the would you reverse image search it, bro? What are you doing?
Why would you ever send somebody a picture of a 13-year-old topless?
A lot of people on the internet are labeling this picture as Ivanka Trump. I can't find any definitive proof that it is, but
That looks like her.
it does look like her. Like, yeah, it looks bad.
You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join the Dogpack. Why?
I can't confirm or deny if it is. I mean, it seems plausible to me, but either way, like having Ava Tyson saying, "Oh, this photo is allegedly Ivanka Trump when she's 13," it's clearly sexually explicit. You can, she's wearing a see-through top. That's insane.
That is wildly inappropriate.
Let me drop a tidbit of wisdom for all of my viewers. You either come in the sink or sink in the cum, and these guys did the latter. Essentially, you admitted to looking this up. What are you guys doing?
Clearly sexually explicit. You can, she's wearing a see-through top.
Dogpack, my brother, you better call the police on yourself, bro, because you don't want to get caught in the crossfire. If the photo is what you alleged it is, it's on your computer, bro. You gotta be careful.
If Dogpack censored this picture in post for the video, does that mean he voluntarily saved the original file in his computer at one point? Like, he even said he reverse searched the image, confirming he was in fact in possession of it.
And then I've done reverse image search, and I mean, it seems plausible that it is.
Using the very same source that he provided, a picture of the child may constitute illegal CP if it is sufficiently.
Being critical of Dogpack does not make you a Chris Tyson supporter. This isn't a pick a side type of situation. This goes above that.
Images of CP are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law.
At this point, you might be sharing a cell with Mr. Miss Tyson here, but do they have gender-neutral cells? Like, I'm actually serious. Anyway, after that little kerfuff...
He's a fellow companion and a friend. So yeah, thanks guys. I'm not gonna focus my efforts just on repairing Levinuses anymore. I'll be working hard to figure out the best way to protect us all, in the truest sense. Oh, but I guess that'd mean doing something about all our flame clocks, huh?
About that. We could always smash Colony 30's flame clock. It'd mean that everyone in the colony wouldn't have to fight anymore.
You can do that?
We can. I can't guarantee that things will go smoothly for you after, but...
I wouldn't say things are going particularly great as they stand anyway. If I can make a difference for people, and not just Levinus, let's do it. Let's make this happen.
Hey, what about fart to fart on that thing?
Here we go!
Upstairs, a neighbor began listening to the Talk to a podcast. Well, I should say he was watching it. He started watching it 2 months ago. He seemed to mock it at first, mumbling to himself. I didn't pay much attention to it. Things felt so normal then. It wasn't until that night he knocked on my door.
Wait, don't
He
be
raised his head along with his phone
There
to
might
look
be
at
some
me,
valuable
a crazed
materials
look in
lying
his eye, accompanied
Nothing
with a
worth bothering
sticky
about,
red
believe me.
smile.
How are you feeling?
He was showing me the podcast he was watching earlier.
You gotta check out this podcast.
Why do they
It's so
like
funny.
that so much? I wish I
It's
knew.
weird.
Yeah, I do.
I can't recommend it enough.
Oh, Hawk to a thing? It's just the dick sucking joke, right?
You think it's just that, but then she talks to you. She speaks to me at least. She saw through me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I could see my soul leaving my body.
We have to
Hawk to
We have to keep track of our progress.
You are lost, but can easily be found. Spill from your mouth the essence of truth, and it will set you free. Let it spill forth. Fill your chalice with truth.
You can see his obsession. It's so funny. But it was just a joke. Right. A leak from upstairs began to drip into my apartment. I tried to talk to him about it, but he would never answer his door. Only laughing with the podcast blaring at all times of day. Looks like a Rottweiler's child dribbling down. Out of some morbid curiosity, I tried watching the show. But I didn't understand. I couldn't understand. Was it the joke? Was it the girl? Where was the root of his obsession? There was nothing. Because that's also about pussy. But not about the lady kind, more about the little fur baby kind. I don't want kids though, because I think that the world's a corrupt place and it makes me afraid. I really don't want to bring another conscious living being into this hellscape we call it Earth. What do? Hop to it. Spit on that thing. I don't like Mike Tyson's face tattoo. It scares me. One day, laughing must admit,
Hawk 2!
the show does hook you pretty fast.
That thing already?
It's not just a one-dimensional joke. It's truly very moving. So funny.
Oh, good golly. I'm from the South!
Damn, I ain't even recording shit.
I'm not doing it again.
Sergeant Williamson, October 16, 1733.
It's your third time recording this news.
State your name and ID number.
King Vaughn. 7.
What's your ID number?
Yeah, Alright, quick. Let you run up like
What's your ID number?
2014. 0608 061. Hey, don't you be threatening people?
Tell me what happened on 3B.
Can't be got me on my seal.
That's it?
You made me pack my stuff. Yeah, you punched me when I was walking out.
Would you like to press charges?
Who you?
Would you like to press charges on the person you were fighting?
You don't even want to hit me.
Okay, is that all you have to say?
What?
There's a famous saying of everyone around Lil Durk dies. That's because his close friends and family, OTF Newski, OTF Chino, King Von, D-Thang, and several more have passed away in the streets. Many have tried, but Lil Durk remains untouched. While Durk has had issues with some of the biggest artists in the game, his most dangerous beef goes back to his time in the streets of Chicago during the war between the BDs and GDs. Lil Durk started his music career dissing ops in the area in 2012. Both teams were already going at it, but Lil Durk's music rose tensions in the streets after his release L's Anthem, aimed at the G's. Lil Jojo, a rapper from the GDs, responded by dissing Durk and the BDs, but the beef with Jojo was cut short when he was taken out just months later. With Jojo gone, FBG Duck took the spot for the GDs to clap back at Durk and his crew, but Durk immediately targeted Duck in his song competition, saying, "I catch an op, I get him, catch Lil J, I heat his face, Lil Duck, he can't duck this clip." Around this time, Durk and everyone in the BDs were dissing an op named Tuka, who was hit at a bus stop in 2011. In retaliation for Tuka's passing, the GDs got their get back on a BD known as O.D. Perry, who became the man O-Block named themselves after. FBG Duck and Lil Durk kept climbing in the music industry, throwing disses back and forth for all the fallen members in the Chicago streets. After years of back and forth planning to catch people lacking in Chicago, members of O-Block rolled up on FBG Duck and got him in broad daylight.
When he witnessed two cars stopped in the middle of Oak Street, four men got out and started. It was very rapid. There was no stop. Word is spreading on social media that the 26-year-old man pronounced is a well-known Chicago rapper.
Lil Durk continued after Duck's passing with the release of his song Should've Ducked, hinting towards the hit against FBG Duck. A new member, FBG Cash, rose to fill the shoes of FBG Duck, posting a picture beside King Von's mural in Chicago and releasing a song with the lyrics, "I don't want to hear no get back, the whole world witnessed your main man get splat and you ain't even get your lick back." Cash, later in the track, dissed Durk's late brother D-Thang with the lyric, "Look at what happened to D-Thang, they know how we came." However, just like everyone else who became opposition to O-Block, Cash was taken out only 4 months after the song's release. With all of FBG's top rappers passing in the streets, Rugas kept the beef alive most recently. But with all his fallen brothers, he didn't go hard and instead asked Durk why he was dissing Duck instead of going after the men who got King Von. Ruga also posted DMs with Durk where he said, "You get in your feelings and make diss songs. You want a reaction from me so bad." Durk replied, "Don't know you, little boy." Since the DMs, Ruga has been too scared to take the spotlight as FBG's next rapper. In an interview with Adam22, Ruga said he didn't want to talk about Lil Durk anymore because he was probably scared for his life.
What?
No Durk, man.
No Durk questions?
About Durk. I don't even want to mention that name in this interview.
In November 2020, the passing of King Von caused all sorts of beef between Durk and other rappers. One of the biggest beefs being Durk and NBA Youngboy, because Youngboy's artist Quando Rondo was the one at the scene of King Von's passing, and his friend Lul Tim was the one who did it. But years before the passing, Durk and Youngboy were good with each other, linking up on the track My Side, although both parties started going at it after Von started beefing with YB before he passed.
Youngboy talking about on this song, what?
What?
Talking crazy on this thing.
Oh, yeah?
He ain't even like that.
Huh?
Nah. Cap. You got Cap in your raps. YB is straight not catching his neck.
Not long after, Von released photos hanging out with one of Youngboy's baby mamas, raising tensions even more. Youngboy responded with a post caption, "I'ma have my son get with your daughter since you trollin'," and made a track with King Von's ex-girlfriend, Asian Doll, to get back at him. The two continued back and forth with some comments over the years. But once Von passed, Youngboy disrespected him in all of O-Block, releasing Bring the Hook, with the lyrics, "This that Squid Game, O-Block pack get rolled up. What they told us, Atlanta boy get fold up." Youngboy wasn't done yet and continued on the track. Know Like I Know, rapping, "I don't care, my man, just like your friend, you'll bite the dust." Lil Durk knew he had to respond, so he dropped the song, "Aha," getting back. "They acting like they like that. Since my Brody passed, I told Von to leave that girl alone. She posted on the fans." Durk didn't hold back with the release, hinting they got their get back against Youngboy, saying, "We've been sliding through their blocks and they don't know we have. Buddy got hit and we ain't claiming, but I can show him." Ever since Durk dropped the song, it's been quiet on both sides, with Durk likely trying to avoid attention from the feds because he acted like the beef with Youngboy was done.
Your academics are saying you and NBA Youngboy is done. Is that true?
Who beef?
Oh, so there's no beef.
Beef who?
NBA Youngboy?
Shut up, move up.
While Durk dissed NBA Youngboy, he went harder against Youngboy's affiliate Quando Rondo for his involvement with Von's passing. At first, Quando didn't want any beef and begged Durk to stop in DMs since Durk had been buying out the venue for Quando's upcoming shows, making him lose out on a lot of money. When Quando knew Durk wouldn't let it go, he released the single Soul Reaper, saying, "Man ran up on me, then we sprayed him, I'm talking lights out. We do the dash in that Durango, jumped out with that pipe out, so tell them pipe down." However, Durk didn't diss back for a while. Instead, we'd hear news of Quando's crew getting hit at a gas station.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
With Quando's friend Lil Pav lost at the gas station, Durk claimed to be behind the hit with the lyrics, "They like Durk, he a singer, he won't do something, you can believe whatever you want, I got your folks hit." Quando knew he had to retaliate, so he dissed Von and his sister in Want Me Gone. "My favorite op gone. His sister talked too much. No, I don't like her." Lil Timmy rolled her brother up, got stepped on, and some Nike kicks. But Durk put an end to it in his feature with Babyface Ray, poking fun at Quando's reaction to losing his best friend. Look on the news and see your son screaming, "No, no," as the news caught Quando screaming after Lil Pop was pronounced gone.
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
But jumping into Durk's largest rivalries against 6ix9ine, as 6ix9ine's always been someone to do anything to boost his rap career. Back in 2018, 6ix9ine showed up to O-Block, acting like they weren't really about the street life.
O-Block right here, this what y'all wanted me in Chicago? I should go to no block, it's 10 o'clock. That ain't outside, it's only 10 p.m.
However, not much came from it, as 6ix9ine spent the next year behind bars for federal charges. Once released in 2020, 6ix9ine poked fun at Lil Durk for not having a #1 hit. Durk didn't respond at first, but that only made 6ix9ine want to disrespect Durk more. He went to O Block again, holding flowers and mocking Durk's cousin Newski for passing in 2014. He posted the video to Instagram, captioning it saying "Rest in peace, Newski," and promoting his upcoming album. The pure disrespect saw Durk and Von respond to 6ix9ine on Instagram.
Alright. You can't compete with Red on the street, you know what I'm saying? And I keep telling y'all that. Start responding to that clown.
Man, cool. Oh no, they got this man running around. It's funny. Yeah, funny. This man, but he told him all type of people. They people locked up and people family members. After her, he told a lot of people like so. I know it's people like he probably ain't deep. And he told on them.
According to Durk, someone from 6ix9ine team offered him $3 million cash to escalate the beef with 6ix9ine. However, Durk declined it, saying he wouldn't respond to 6ix9ine again. Once 6ix9ine's Tattletales album dropped in September, it completely flopped. Durk posted it on IG and wrote, "Should have taken that $3 million and got some album sales." But in November 2020, Durk's best friend, King Von, was hit and passed in Atlanta, which 6ix9ine immediately began dissing him. In the comments of Lil Durk's post remembering King Von, 6ix9ine said, "Newski, now Von, and you still rapping? Go pick up a firearm." Durk left the internet for a month and, in December, released his hit album, The Voice. After announcing it would sell 55K the first week, 6ix9ine commented that he used Von's name for sales, saying, "Sold 55K, and his man was caught in 4K hashtag King Von." Jumping to April 2022, 6ix9ine tricked famous Lil Durk, lookalike Lil Perkio, into filming a video with him.
This guy broke the jacket. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole jacket. Good, just leave the jacket on.
6ix9ine tricked Perkio into wearing a jacket with King Von on the back and even captioned it, "Lil Durk, I had a gift for the bro, King Von. Your men ain't never gonna slide, but they definitely rep you all day on t-shirts." 6ix9ine dissed them more in his track rapping. "Your man got hit, you made a diss track, go get a strap and get some get back. Your man got hit, he not coming back, go get a strap and get some get back. I knew you wouldn't ride for your homie, I knew you wouldn't ride by your dolly." A few months later, Durk called out 6ix9ine on his track Who and said, "Man, I'm Durk and you got my low. Why you play with Perkio? F the feds who walk around with you, them men gon' get hit." Both sides stopped sending disses for a while, until May 2023, when 6ix9ine hopped on IG saying,
Yeah, yo, you get Lil Durk in the ring right now. I will volley him on people. Yo, he gonna hit me with the thing he's doing right now. Nothing. He gonna hit me with the.
The Lil Durk arrest has more interesting details. Durk booked 3 international flights in an alleged attempt to flee the country after his boys were arrested earlier in the day. U.S. Customs and Border Protection alerted the FBI that Durk booked the 2 flights to Dubai and Switzerland, but Durk did not board either flight. FBI officials soon learned that he also booked a private plane to depart Miami and arrive in Italy. This man Durk had 2 decoy flights booked to Dubai and Switzerland. Who books 2 flights like that isn't guilty and trying to flee, while simultaneously having a private jet ready and then getting called an hour before the private jet takes off at the airport? Durk just got rewarded the key to the city from Broadview, Illinois Mayor Katrina Thompson, but now sadly it's being revoked. Broadview withdraws key to village from Lil Durk, ends partnership with Rappers Foundation from Village of Broadview Mayor Katrina Thompson. Here's her statement. While the American system of justice grants everyone the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in a court of law, in the Village of Broadview, the court of public opinion of residents has even higher moral and ethical standards of behavior, and our public partners must also reflect the same uncompromising standards demanded by our residents. Given news that Lil Durk has been arrested in Florida and charged with murder for hire, the Village of Broadview is withdrawing our honorary key to the village granted to Durk and is terminating our partnership agreement with his youth organization, Neighborhood Heroes Foundation. It almost sounds like the kids in this youth organization are getting punished, which I don't like, but as a mayor, protecting Broadview's interest in upholding the values of residents is job number 1. And here's a bunch of pictures of her rewarding him the key. Oh man. Literally 7 days ago on October 18th. Wow, this is just incredible timing. So here's OTF Jam, who allegedly wore wire for years. I don't think there's a lot confirmed about how long he wore this wire. People are kind of spreading around 12 years because he was in prison for 12 years, but we won't know until the trial, if this ever goes to trial, which I have to get to later on. So here's OTF Jam, who allegedly wore wire for years. I don't think there's a lot confirmed about how long he wore this wire. People are kind of spreading around 12 years because he was in prison for 12 years, but we won't know until the trial, if this this ever goes to trial, which I have to get into later on, but this guy's literally in music videos and been around Dirk a lot.
I heard somebody named OTF Jam, they said they've been calling him a rat. And basically he said, okay, I'm rat. Well, watch this. Watch this. That's all this information that I know. Like this, I'm gonna tell this, I'm gonna tell that. My video earlier, I told you, if somebody say Dirk's name, that's all it's gonna take to say that man's name. And obviously, like I said earlier too, if they come, they coming. They ain't coming just because they want food. They coming and they feel they got you. That's why I be saying, I don't care how much money you got, what's going on, man. These people will throw you under the bus. These people will do you in.
So here's an interview of OTF Jam talking about how apparently Dirk helped him survive in prison, and he did him this dirty after.
Like, how did you even get linked in with just OTF period?
Man, shit. Get on to that. Probably, yeah. We grew up together. This ain't no
We grew up together.
people I met. Nah, I knew them. Like I'm saying, this was before jail. I know Dirk was rapping. We came out there loud on our lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Back before y'all never even heard of that. Like, this was shit in our parties, like personal shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's bro. You know what I'm saying? My whole time in jail, that stayed, bro. Like, before the money, you know what I'm saying? That was bro. Like, I remember when the money wasn't there.
If this is true and he's co-conspirator too, this is terrible. He did Dirk so dirty. Snitching in an interview is another thing. Like, that's bad, obviously. In the gang world, that's like, you're a rat. But wearing a wire is another level.
I gave my lawyer money then when I fight my case. Like, my whole time in jail, I was straight.
My whole time in jail was straight because Dirk was taking care of him, is pretty much what he's saying.
Everybody would take care of it.
I don't know gang shit, none of that shit. It's like some family shit.
That's cool that Dirk was taking care of people. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, they always came together and made sure the guys were straight. Like, I love bro. Shit forever.
Bro said this shit forever.
Jam get out that jam and give him 50, he ain't gotta ask again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gotta ask shit, bro. He said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fact?
Bro said facts. I got 50K from him. Actually, more than that while wearing a wire. I hope this isn't true, man.
Can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even?
No, I ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight, like he's saying you gotta ask again, you know, like shit. Through your car, you gotta take care of everything I can take care of.
Say something about a car or something? So Dirk gave him a car too? Did he say something about a house there?
Through your car,
a crib? This is insane. Alright, here's a video of OTF Jam when he got out of prison.
Hey, Trey. What up? Oh, home, baby. Hey, come talk to me, bro. Come here. Man, Trey, I ain't seen your ass in a minute, bro. What's up, nigga? You still be cracking cars, nigga?
Oh, hell no.
You still be cracking cars? Bank cars?
I was telling you about that nigga.
Y'all be safe. You know 12 out here. You know 12 out here.
Drewski really has a skit for every type of situation. So here's Dirk talking about if Gunna is a snitch on Thug for taking an Alfred plea.
And the DJ is about to play Gunna. Would you let him play Gunna? They ain't got nothing to do with me. That's the DJ said. Would you play Gunna in the club? Would I play Gunna in the club? Yeah. No. Why'd you unfollow? If this was the courtroom and you sitting up here and telling me who I'm talking about, do you consider? I'm asking. No, I'm asking you. If this was a courtroom, yeah, I can't tell you who you're talking about. So that's assumptions. Okay. Okay, cool. So let me ask you directly. So now you putting your story together yourself. I never said nobody's name. Do you believe that Gunna is a snitch? Huh? Do you believe that Gunna told? That man, I don't sit up and play games, man. That man told. You should have went in there and kept your mouth closed. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I thought you were trying to reverse it. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, I just said I know. I'm must scared you. I'm like, yo, how did? Huh? I'm like, I don't even gonna like. Hell no. I never like, unfollow. I don't know. I never like, why I didn't. I don't know. I just don't take that shit, Instagram and all that shit, type of shit serious. But if you a rat, you a rat. And if you rewind this clip a little bit, I looked to the camera and I told you, if you a rat, I fucking hate you. Cause I love Thug. Did you ever think though?
So Jam's the guy right here in the red hat in this music video with Dirk. Look, I'm dapping up right here and everything. This is insane. That's why people say they want loyalty over everything. The feds ain't coming after you if they don't have real evidence. More than 90% of individuals who are prosecuted in federal court are convicted. If you're facing federal charges, it is of the utmost importance that you entrust your case to a hard-hitting federal criminal defense attorney to vastly improve your chances of securing a reduction or dismissal of your charges. In the United States, almost 98% of federal convictions are the result of plea bargains. In 2022, nearly 9% of people charged with federal crimes pled guilty without going to trial. 90% don't even go to trial. Do we think Dirk's gonna go to trial? Do you think he's gonna take, like, I don't know, what's murder for hire plea? Like that, is that even, so here's some information on the murder for hire statute. Whoever travels in or causes another travel in interstate or foreign commerce or uses or causes another to use the mail or any facility of interstate or foreign commerce with the intent that a murder be committed in violation of the laws of any state or the United States as consideration for the receipt of or as in consideration of a promise or agreement to pay any of pecuniary value or conspires to do so. So every case is obviously different, but an LA landlord sentenced 20 years in prison for a murder for hire plot, and that's a 2024 case as well. A man named Bert Gucci Rhodes, also known as Mo Sean, was sentenced to life in prison plus 7 to 8 months for murder for hire. Rhodes was convicted of conspiring to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire, and possession with intent to distribute heroin. In California, the sentence of murder for hire depends on the degree of the murder and whether it involves special circumstances.
Big tech companies are driving a nuclear resurgence, bringing shuttered facilities like 3 Mile Island back online and announcing plans to build small modular reactors. The new data centers being built today require so much electricity that national power grids can't keep up with them. Tech firms have worked out that they need to source their own power if they're going to build the kind of data centers that will make them competitive in AI. The amount of power generated globally by nuclear power plants peaked in 2006, with new plant construction stagnating in the 1990s. The 2011 Fukushima disaster in Japan led to cancelled projects around the world. In Germany, Angela Merkel, a trained physicist, announced that Germany would phase out nuclear power. And Siemens announced that they would withdraw entirely from the nuclear industry to focus on renewables. For a while, it seemed that Iran and North Korea were the only countries with a suspicious interest in building new nuclear power stations. In most of the rest of the world, projects were delayed or cancelled due to public safety concerns, regulatory hurdles, financing obstacles, and fuel bottlenecks. It's not just the fear of disaster that slowed down nuclear energy, however. The global demand for electricity grew by just 2.2% in 2023, which was slightly less than the 2.4% growth seen the prior year. While there had been strong growth in China, India, and the developing world, advanced economies showed substantial declines in their need for new power stations. For much of the 20th century, America's electricity demand had grown steadily, and utilities built power stations to keep up with the growing demand. Starting in the mid-2000s, the demand for additional capacity in the developed world flattened out. While the US economy and population continued to grow, and while we continued to add new electrical devices to our homes, factories, light bulbs, TVs, computers, and home appliances all became more and more energy efficient, meaning that there was no real need to build new generation capacity. The growth of data centers over the last few years, driven by working from home, cryptocurrency mining, and now AI, boosted demand for electricity. As a side note, working from home, which increased the need for data centers, also reduce the amount of power being used overall, as the server racks at data centers are more energy efficient than the office-based servers which businesses had relied on in the past. Other changes, however, like the rollout of electric vehicles in recent years and plans to reshore the semiconductor industry, further boost the demand for electricity in advanced economies. Big tech companies like Microsoft, Amazon, and